Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests, and today we're watching Firefly.
Hello?
So I was looking for a short show to get into after I finished Arcane. So I asked you guys what you wanted to see, I gathered the responses, did a poll, and Firefly came out on top. I know there are some of you who are going to be a little bit bummed because you feel like this is just a show that gets reacted to a lot, and so you guys wanted to see some of the other options, but there is still time. I might still get to those in the future, so I hope that if you're a bit bummed about it, you're not too bummed about it. But I'm looking forward to getting into the show. Obviously, I think that this show is one that has a reputation that precedes it. The things that I know about it, essentially, well, the thing that I know about it, essentially, is that it is a show that is sort of notorious for getting canceled, I think, after the first season. And the first season was one that people really enjoyed. People consider this one of the best shows, I think, that got canceled on its first season. So I'm not sure if that means that the ending is going to be a cliffhanger, or if that means that we're going to have a lot of unresolved storylines. I'm kind of hoping not, obviously, since people enjoy this show so much. Like, I feel like there has to be a level of completion to this story. So I'm looking forward to getting into it and to see what it is about this show that people respond to so well. Aside from that, aside from the show's sort of reputation, I don't know what it's about. I think that it's supernatural in some sense. I think that it falls under the genre of sci-fi, but I really could not tell you in what capacity. So this should be a fun one to get into. It's always fun going into a show or a movie with absolutely zero knowledge of what it's about. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I like it as much as many of you guys seem to. So I don't want to delay our getting into it any further. But of course, before we get into it, we will have already started this show on Patreon about 2 months ago, I think. So we should be about 8 episodes ahead, but I'll put it on the screen what I'm pretty sure that we're at on Patreon by the time you see this on YouTube. So if you want to watch ahead, we will have my uncut reactions as well as my edited reactions to at least 8 of these episodes available right now at my Patreon at patreon.com/shadowcatreacts. But without further ado, let's get into Firefly. Whoa. I'm already kind of digging the effects.
They won't move without a lieutenant's authorization code, sir. Here, here's your code. You're Lieutenant Baker. Congratulations on your promotion. I'll get Just focus! The Alliance said they were going to waltz through Serenity Valley, and we choked them with those words.
The Alliance?
Really think we can bring her down, sir?
You even need to ask?
Okay, so I was assuming that we were on a planet, like a made-up planet, but the one guy just kissed a cross, which would at least imply a relation to Earth, or at least religion on Earth, so I guess maybe this is Earth? I don't know. Oh. Damn.
We're gonna die.
We're not gonna die. We can't die, Bendis. And you know why? Because we are so very pretty. We are just too pretty.
That's how it works. Yeah. Only uggos die.
Well, listen to me, listen to that. Those are angels. Joey, tell the 82nd.
They're not coming. Command says it's too hot. They're pulling out.
Oh.
We're to lay down arms.
But once
Bendis might have been onto something. Oh my god. 6 years later. Okay.
The vault's sealed. Okay, I'm gonna boil it. Jane, give me the sticky. Okay, we got the goods. We're off this rack and back
That's
on the
cool.
ship. No worries.
Okay. I cannot say that I totally understand what's happening.
We will rule over all this land, and we will call it this land. Oh, motherless son of a bitch.
Okay. Looking good.
Captain, we got incoming Alliance cruiser bearing right down on us.
If they're here for the salvage, we're humped.
If they find us at all, we're humped.
So guys, I'm taking notes. I find that I have a hard time memorizing people's names, especially in sci-fi type shows, and especially when you meet a lot of characters at once. So I like to take notes as best as I can.
It's a carrier. Blew out a few months back. Lost all hands, but it was only run by a skeleton crew anyway.
No point in checking for survivors?
That is such an interesting structure. It almost looks like skyscrapers.
Ayahuale. Captain, we're humped.
Prep the ship now.
It's a transport ship. Firefly class.
They still make those?
Illegal salvage.
Oh.
Captain, I am picking up a distress signal 13 clicks ahead from a... Sounds like a personnel carrier. Definitely a big ship, sir. And she's without power.
Let's moon them.
All right, let's go help these people. But put out a bulletin on the Cortex and flag Interpol. A Firefly with possible stolen goods on board. Maybe somebody will step on those roaches.
Oh.
As long as we got the goods, I call us a win.
We win.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I'm still free, you can't take the sky from me.
Interesting theme song.
Take me out to the black, tell 'em I ain't
It kind of makes
coming
it sound like a Western.
back. You can't take the sky from me.
I'm sure that is intentional. I'm just not sure in which ways right now.
Since I found serenity, you can't.
This episode is called Serenity. Huh, okay.
I'd say worth a little risk.
Yeah, that was pretty risky shit you did there.
That's right, of course, because they wouldn't arrest me if we got boarded. I'm just the pilot. I can always say that I was flying the ship by accident. You know, they're pretty
Wait.
Problem, sir?
How long till we reach Persephone?
We're on
3-4 hours?
Persephone.
Contact Badger, tell him the job's done. Don't go to mentioning the cruiser, though. Keep it simple.
Okay, I feel like there are a lot of names being thrown at me right now.
We're taking on passengers to Persephone?
Yeah, that's the notion. Use a little respectability on the way to Boros. Not to mention the money.
I know something ain't right.
Sweetie, we're crooks. If everything were right, we'd be in jail.
It's just that the captain's so tense.
What if we just told Mal we need a couple of days instead of asking him?
He's the captain, Wash.
Right. I'm just the husband. Don't forget to call him sir. He likes that.
Who likes what?
It's nothing, sir. Inara has our timetable. She should be checking in.
I can tell her to...
So many names.
Xenon is...
What is that?
Is that where you studied? To be a companion?
I was born there.
Do you really have to leave? My father is very influential.
Is companion just sort of like a nice way of saying a lady of the night?
The time went too quickly.
Well, your clock's probably rigged to speed up and cheat us out of our fun.
Oh. Persephone. Oh, interesting.
This shouldn't take too long. Just done for departure in about 3 hours.
Zoe, 去探马衙门。注意。
We will.
What are good dogs as opposed to bad dogs?
You on a trip, Grandpa? Need safe passage? We're cheap. What's your desk, Grandpa? Come on.
I never married.
What?
Not a grandpa.
You could still be a grandfather without having married, but...
You're late.
You're lying.
What did you just say to me?
You're well aware we landed 2 hours before we planned to, with all the goods you sent us after intact, ready to roll. It's your decision to get tetchy, say we're late. Means you're looking to push on the defensive right up front, which means something's gone wrong.
You're later than I'd like. But a government stamp on every molecule of the cargo just maybe, mate. Oh, you noticed that? You were going to hand over imprinted goods and just let me twist. Is that the case?
Okay.
Only fluid I see here is a puddle of piss refusing to pay us our wage.
Yeah, I mean, if they did the job, man. Regardless of whether it panned out the way that you wanted it to or not.
It doesn't have to go this way. You know you can still unload those goods, so I can't help thinking there's something else at work here.
I'm above you. Better then. Businessman, see? Roots in the community. You're just a scavenger. Try one of the border planets. They're a lot more desperate there. Of course, they might kill you. But you stay here, and I just know the Alliance will track you down.
You're gonna come with us. You like ships. You don't seem to be looking at the destinations. What you care about is the ships, and mine's the nicest.
She does have a very sunny demeanor. She just seems really pleasant to be around.
I'm a shepherd from the Southdown Abbey. Book. I'm called Book.
Book?
Well, I'm Kaylee, and this here's Serenity, and she's the smoothest ride from here to Boros for anyone can pay. Can you pay or? Ooh. Grandpa.
Oh, she's calling him Grandpa too.
I never married.
I don't understand why we didn't leave that son bitch in a pool of his own blood.
We'd be dead. Can't get...
Yeah, did you not see all the guns that came out?
Alliance catches us with government goods. We'll lose the ship.
That's never gonna happen. We don't get paid for this cargo. We don't have enough money to fuel the ship, let alone keep her in repair. Should be dead in the water.
Damn, that sucks.
I'm thinking Whitefall, maybe talk to Patience.
Sir, we don't want to deal with Patience again.
Why not?
She shot you.
Well, yeah, she did a bit. Still.
So we find somebody else.
Just a minor infraction.
Whitefall is the safest and the closest. It's been a long time since Patience shot me, and that was through a perfectly legitimate conflict of interest. I got no grudge.
Welcome aboard, Mr.
Dobson.
Dobson.
Thanks. Gotta keep our heads down, do the job. Pray there ain't no more surprises.
I feel like there are going to be more surprises, I'm sorry to say.
Mal, this is Simon. Simon, this is our captain.
Now we have a boat full of citizens right on top of our stolen cargo.
Ain't no way in the verse they could find that compartment, even if they were looking for it.
Why not?
I don't know.
'Cause?
'Cause what?
Oh, yeah. This is gonna go great.
Yeah, I would need a little bit more reassurance in that. I don't know how to interpret that look. Maybe he's with the Alliance? I don't know. What was his name again? Simon?
You're a shepherd.
Is it a problem?
Of course not. It's not a problem, because it's not.
Unfortunately, we've been ordered by the Alliance to drop some medical supplies off on Whitefall.
What medical supplies?
Is that really any of your business?
Alliance says jump.
All right.
So you want to
This guy is sus.
Anything else you need? Just...
I mean, I guess technically they're the sus ones.
You send word to patients?
Ain't heard back yet. Didn't she shoot you one time?
Everybody's making a fuss. Ah, the ambassador graces us with her presence.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Ambassador is Mal's way of...
She's a whore, Shepard.
The term is companion.
I always get those mixed up. How's business?
None of yours.
Plenty of planets wouldn't even let you dock without a decent companion on board. This...
Interesting. So they're, like, required?
I mostly keep to myself. When I'm not whoring.
That's what to say. I don't think that's your job to keep to yourself.
So how many fell madly in love with you and wanted to take you away from all this?
Just the one. I think I'm slipping.
This is incredible.
It is great.
Not much.
We had food
Had
like
a
this
garden at the Abbey.
ever.
Thought I should bring what I could.
It's very kind of you to share with all of us.
Well, it won't
Taking
last.
this as a wash.
They're not the same when they're frozen.
Near me.
So does it happen a lot? Government commandeering your ship?
We're just happy to be doing good work.
I hear a lot of the border moons are in bad shape.
All those moons, just like the central planets, they're as close to Earth that was as we can make them.
Close to Earth that was? What does that mean?
You're a doctor, right?
Oh, yes, I was a trauma surgeon on Osiris in Capital City.
You seem so young to be a doctor.
Little Kaylee here just wishes you was a gynecologist.
You'll keep a civil tongue in that mouth or I will sew it shut.
You don't pay me to talk pretty. Just because Kaylee gets lubed up over some big city daddy
Walk away
doesn't
from
mean...
this table. Right now.
Is he gonna do it? Damn. Yeah, he is. Not without getting food first. Okay, but he was coming for Kaylee for no reason. As far as I've seen so far, she's just been lovely.
I was just wondering what his job is on the ship.
Public relations.
So, would you like to lecture me on the wickedness of my ways?
I brought you some supper, but
Aw.
if you'd prefer a lecture, the captain said you might like it. I was surprised at his concern.
For a lowly whore, why are you so fascinated by him?
Because he's something of a mystery. Why are you?
Because so few men are.
Whoa. That is some interesting design. I really like the sets on this show so far. I've been... like, every room that they're in basically on this ship I've really been examining because I find them really interesting.
What is it?
Signal. Somebody went on the Cortex, hailed the nearest Alliance cruiser.
Tell me you scrambled it.
Well, the hell. I don't know how much got through. Alliance got a pin in us for sure.
I wonder why they keep switching. I don't know if it's Mandarin, I don't know if it's Cantonese, I don't know.
Get your toothpaste?
But I wonder why they keep switching between the two. Like English and...
Are you out of your mind?
Chinese.
Just about. Got exactly no time for games. What do they know?
You're a lunatic.
You're a Goram Fed.
Hate to say it, Captain. But you've got the wrong man.
Oh, is it him?
Drop that firearm, Captain Reynolds.
This is not my best day ever.
Simon Tam.
Oh.
Bound by law to stand down.
What? The doctor.
What?
Oh.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground!
What is happening?
Put Lord Fauntleroy here in one of the passenger cells. He won't make a peep.
Get the hell away from that weapon! You're carrying a fugitive across interplanetary borders, and you think I actually believe you're bringing medical supplies to Whitefall? As far as I care, everyone on the ship is culpable. Threaten me.
For God's sake.
You think I wouldn't shoot a shepherd? Back off!
Take the key! Get your hands off!
Get the hell down!
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god!
What? Kaylee!
Oh. The shepherd's got moves.
How do you feel?
Oh no.
Out of the way. You're not killing this man. He's no threat.
What does he know, Book?
Not gonna happen.
I ain't joking with you, preacher.
Jane!
Whoa.
Just time up.
Captain, we've been hailed by a cruiser. Ordered to stay on course and dock for prisoner transfer.
Change course. Run.
Hell with you. You brought this down on us. I'm dumping you with the law.
Mal.
She's dying.
You're not gonna let her.
Yes, I am. Do you know what a stomach wound does to a person?
I surely do.
Then you know how crucial the next few minutes are.
You let her die, you'll never make it to the feds.
I don't kill people.
Then do your job.
Turn this ship around.
Enough! Mal, do it.
Don't you ever tell me what to do on my...
Oh, that's really interesting. What's her name? Inara? I wonder what her relationship with the captain is.
We're running.
Because it seems like on a purely hierarchy perspective, I guess it's a bit shocking that she would feel comfortable speaking with him that way, but I feel like they have a rapport between them that I'm not privy to yet. I mean, he called her a whore earlier, and I think that he was like intending it to be kind of rude. And she said that she's called him names also, so I'm just curious what their relationship is.
Can't do any more till she stabilizes.
Will she?
I can't say yet.
Oof.
I want to know what's going on here.
Well, then why don't we find out?
What do you...
No! Let's see what a man like you would kill for.
No, don't!
What is that? A person?
Huh.
She's not supposed to wake up for another week. The shock...
The shock of what? Finding out you've been sold to some border world baron? Was this one for you? Is it true love? Because you do seem a little...
River?
River?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here.
Simon, they talk to me. They want me to talk.
They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. We're safe now. We're safe.
They want her to talk? What are they running away from?
This is my sister.
Okay.
I am very smart. I went to the best medic in Osiris. Top 3% of my class. So when I tell you that my little sister makes me look like an idiot child, I want you to understand my full meaning. Everything she did, music, math, theoretical physics, even dance, there was nothing that didn't come as naturally to her as breathing does to us.
Okay.
There was a school, a government-sponsored academy. We had never even heard of it, but it had the most exciting program. She was 14. I got a few letters at first, and then I didn't hear for months. Finally, I got a letter that made no sense. She talked about things that never happened, jokes that we never...
Oh.
It was a code.
So basically something happened to her at that school.
They're hurting us.
Oof.
Get me out.
How'd you do it?
Money and luck.
Hurting them how?
Some underground movement. They said that she was in danger, that the government was playing with her brain.
What does that mean?
Will she be all right?
I don't know
I feel like
if
that
she'll be all
remains to
right.
be
I don't know what they
seen.
did to her or why.
Interesting.
That's Quite a story, son.
Yeah, it's a tale of woe. Very stirring, but in the meantime...
This guy is so no BS. Like, he's just so...
How much does the Alliance know?
I can't say. I killed the message pretty quick, so they may just have had our position.
Or they might have personal profiles on each and every one of us.
So what do we do?
The job.
Are you still doing it?
What about us?
Keely comes through, you and your sister get off at Whitefall.
If she doesn't come through?
Well, then you're getting off a mite sooner.
That'd be murder.
Boy made a decision.
Can we maybe vote on the whole murdering people issue?
We don't vote on my ship because my ship is not the rutting town hall.
This is insanity.
I happen to think...
So does he just get to do whatever he wants to do? Nobody else gets to say?
I don't
Don't be his
understand
way! The way it is the way it is.
You throw them out, I'm leaving too.
It might be best you do.
Oh.
You ain't a part of this business.
What the hell happened between these two?
What is it that makes you so afraid of the Alliance?
You don't want to go down this road with me, boy.
Are you not afraid of them? I already know you'd sell me out to them for a pat on the head. Hell, you should probably be working for them. You certainly fit the profile.
Ooh!
Saw that coming.
Got me a boatload of terribly strange folk. Chief among them, an Alliance mole, likes to shoot at girls when he's nervous. Now, I gotta know how close the Alliance is, exactly how much you told them before Wash scrambled your call.
What
So,
incentive does he have to tell you that?
I'm giving Jane here the job of finding out.
He was non-specific.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's enough incentive for me.
You think this is just a smuggling rap? The package that boy is carrying.
It's a girl. It's
Yeah.
cute, too.
What's
I
so
don't think she's all there, you know.
important about her?
That girl is a precious commodity.
What does
They'll
that
come after
mean?
her. Long after you bury me.
I'm not gonna kill you, Dobbs. Just gonna cut on you till you tell me how much they know.
They know everything. They know every name, every record. They know how many nose hairs you've got.
Aren't you an officer of the law? Well, don't they teach you how to withstand interrogation? You can't even tell a damn lie.
Okay. Let me speak a language you will understand. Money. This girl is worth a lot of money. I mean, a lot. You kill
Okay.
me, there's nothing. But
Well, what the hell were they doing with her?
if you help me out, you'll have enough to buy your own ship. Better one than this piece of crap.
Does helping you out mean turning on the captain?
Yes, it does.
Do I think that Jane would do it? I think he might.
Reavers.
Reavers. Are those the people that Jane was saying aren't even people? I don't really know what he means by that, but maybe we'll find out.
We're passing another ship. Looks to be Reavers. From the size, probably a raiding party. Could be they're headed somewhere particular.
Or you guys are the particular place that they're heading.
We try to run. They'll have to chase us. It's their way. We're holding course. We should be passing them in a minute. So we'll see what they do.
I don't feel like they're gonna pass you.
You never heard of Reavers?
No, campfire stories.
Yeah, please tell us. Please enlighten.
What happens if they board us?
If they take the ship, they'll rip us to death, eat our flesh, and sew
oh,
our skins into their clothing. And if we're very, very lucky, they'll do it in that order.
Don't love that description. Jesus.
There's a magnetic grappler that get a hold of us with
Just
that.
tell me if they look at course.
Is there no way you can fight up against them? Like, they make it sound like if they invaded their ship, like they're pretty much goners.
They're holding course. Guess they weren't hungry. Didn't expect to see them here.
They're pushing out further every year, too.
Hey, Captain.
Hey.
Oh, she's up.
I'm shining. Captain, A-okay. It's getting cold.
Ugh.
Something's gonna break down on this boat real soon. Once I get to fix it.
Oh, don't you worry, none. It's nobody's fault. Okay, just promise me you're gonna remember that.
It seems like the only person he is nice to is, what's her name? Kaylee?
She's a real beauty, isn't she?
It's just a standard companion immunization package. Kaylee's very dear to all of us. You're lost in the woods. We all are, even the captain. The only difference is he likes it that way.
The only difference is the woods are the only place I can see a clear path.
It's my business. The usual. I gave the boy a free thrust since he's not long for this world.
It's my shuttle. You rent it.
Then when I'm behind on the rent, you can enter unasked.
How you were leaving anyhow?
Well, I guess that depends on you.
To me, the vibe I'm currently getting is romantic relationship gone horribly wrong at some point. Because they have a lot of contempt towards each other. At least that's how I'm interpreting it.
Kaylee's dead.
Oh, I did not interpret that as her dying. I thought that she just fell asleep. I really was like, okay, she's taking a nap. Oh my god. No. Oh. What?
The man's psychotic.
You are psychotic.
I feel like this is the first time I've seen him laugh and be anything but super serious.
Tell the truth, I didn't expect her to heal this quick. Doctor knows his trade, I'll give him that.
Oh my god.
Malcolm Reynolds?
Well, patience? Well, we may not have parted on best of terms. Realize certain words were exchanged. Also, certain bullets. Let's air through the engine. It's past.
We can deal. I'll upload coordinates for a rendezvous point outside of town.
See you in the world. I believe that woman's planning to shoot me again.
She meant to pay you. She'd have haggled you down some.
Sir, we don't have to deal with her.
Yes, we do.
Here's a little concept I've been working on. Why don't we shoot her first?
Patience has got the money to pay, and she will, one way or another. We'll get through this.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm so curious what they want with River. Like, what it is about River that is so valuable, you know? I mean, the way that her brother was talking about her, it sounds like she was extremely gifted. As he said, she was a gift. But why would they want that? I'm still a little bit lost on that.
Testing, Captain, can you hear me?
I'm standing right here.
You're coming through good and loud?
Because I'm standing right here. Patience is going to figure we buried the cargo. Which means putting us to our ease.
Is there any chance that Jane took the deal with, what was his name, Lawrence?
She'll have a coin to show us first. We get it, give the location. Snipers hit us from there.
Like, maybe that's even why Lawrence is able to cut himself loose, because of Jane.
Walk soft. I want Patience thinking they're still in place. Don't kill anyone if you don't have to. We're here to make a deal.
Don't think it's a good spot, sir. She still has the advantage over us.
Everyone always does. That's what makes us special.
Shepherd Book, I believe you're in more danger.
Oh! The man tries to give you a warning and that's what he gets? My man book did not deserve that.
Is that Zoe? You still sailing, loose old bone?
Awful lot of men to haul 3 crates.
Yeah, well, I couldn't be sure my Mal here wouldn't be looking for some kind of payback.
She has a point. Damn, this is so... So did he betray him? Or is he actively betraying him?
I don't see my car go anywhere.
And you're not gonna till I'm holding 200 in platinum.
I wonder what this material is anyway.
Genuine A-grade foodstuffs. Protein,
A-grade foodstuffs?
vitamins, immunization supplements. One of those will feed a family for a month.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
So where's the rest?
So that is what people are living off of these days. So like really having a meal with like actual tomatoes and strawberries and whatnot is really special.
Look at you, all woke up. Oh, I'm sorry about what happened before, but make so much as a sound, the next one goes through your throat.
I'd appreciate it. Y'all turn around and ride out first. Both made out on this deal. Don't complicate things.
I got a rule. I never let go of money I don't have to. Which is maybe why I'm running this little world and you're still on that dinky old boat, sniffing for scraps.
Got the money back. There's no need for killing.
We're just gonna walk away, sir?
Guess that's up to patience here. Could be messy.
Damn, she's cutthroat.
Nice hat.
Ooh! Oh my god.
You don't have to worry about me.
It's always out on a deal. I always worry.
Oh, she just got shot. So...
He took River.
Ooh. I mean, it didn't have to be like this. I feel like Patience should have planned for something like this, but it doesn't seem like she did, so... Turns out it was money that you probably had to part with. Oh.
Armor's dented.
Okay.
Well, you're right about this being a bad idea.
Thanks for saying, sir.
Aw, the horse didn't deserve that. But Patience, I can't say that you don't deserve it, so...
So let me make this abundantly clear. I do the job. And then I get paid. Go run your little world.
Damn.
Wash! We got a ship coming in. They followed us. The Gorham Reapers followed us.
Oh. When it rains, it pours.
No, don't! Don't move.
Reavers! Reavers, incoming and headed straight for us.
You're gonna kill a lawman in cold blood. I know what you did for your sister. I understand. It doesn't make you a killer.
I am curious to meet these Rivers, though. I can't lie.
There's nowhere you can take her the law won't find. Nobody is going to hurt her. Unless you hurt me.
No, I said...
I'm not playing anymore. Anybody makes so much...
What were you saying? I'm not sure if I caught that.
I need Kaylee in the engine room, please.
Can she even...
Get her in there now.
Nora. Go.
Yeah. There is some romantic tension there.
You know where the press regulator is?
Damn. Imagine being shot and having to go immediately back to work.
Kaylee, how would you feel about pulling a crazy Ivan?
Always wanted to try one.
What the hell does that mean?
Okay. That was real simple.
There's something you can't do.
for something.
We're good, people.
We're out of the woods.
Is this what life is? Out here?
Sometimes.
I've been out of the Abbey 2 days.
What was the Abbey?
I've beaten a lawman senseless. Fallen in with criminals.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the wrong ship.
Maybe. Or maybe you're exactly where you ought to be.
Did he mention why he left where he came from? I don't think he did. I assume that there has to be a reason.
We'll find a safe place.
I didn't think you'd come for me.
I'm so curious to hear her story. I wonder if she's going to go into it.
Funny how the lawman got out of his room. You haven't tied him up so well and all.
I didn't have nothing to do with that.
But he did try to make a deal with you, right?
He did. I guess I'm
How
not
come you
really
didn't tell on me,
sure.
Jane?
Money wasn't good enough.
What opportunities?
Well, that'll be an interesting day.
It's not very reassuring.
Imagine it will.
Oh no. Damn. Aggressive for no reason.
So where do you plan on dumping us?
There's places you might be safe. The truth, though, you're probably safer on the move. And we never stop moving.
Why is he helping them?
May it become apparent to you that the ship could use a medic. You ain't weak. You live by my rule. You keep your sister from doing anything crazy. You could maybe find a place here. Till you find a better.
How do I know you won't kill me in my sleep?
You don't know me, son, so let me explain this to you once. If I ever kill you, you'll be awake. You'll be facing me, and you'll be armed.
Are you always this sentimental? You had the Alliance on you, criminals and savages. Half the people on the ship have been shot or wounded, including yourself.
We're still flying.
That's not much.
It's enough.
Okay. I feel like I have a lot of questions, which I think is probably intentional at the start. Okay. Wow. Okay, guys, we just watched the first episode of Firefly. I feel like this episode, as many good pilots do, set up a lot of really interesting questions that'll, I assume, get answered as the season goes on. Like, the episode started off with a war, and we don't really know what that war was about, and we also didn't really get to see the aftermath of what happened after Mal and the rest of them were told to stand down. We got a flash forward to 6 years later, where he was now the captain of a Firefly ship, if I'm getting that correctly. There were a lot of names and places said in this episode. I have a lot of things written down, and I don't even think that I got all of them, honestly. But yeah, this is why I take notes, because it's much like Game of Thrones in the sense that, like, I think that Game of Thrones throws a bunch at you at once, and I think that if you've, like, seen it a million times, it kind of, you forget how confusing it can be to a newcomer. But yeah, there were a lot of names, a lot of titles, a lot of places that I was just trying to get a decent understanding of. All things considered, I do think that the show did a decent job at introducing who the characters are and what their positions aboard the ship are, or just, like, you know, who they are in relation to each other. There was a lot happening in this episode. Like, there was a lot happening. The pilot was, I think it was around like an hour and a half. So of course longer than your average pilot, but having that extra 45 minutes, I think definitely helped establish the people and the relationships. So I'm still trying to completely understand, like, what is happening in this galaxy, let's call it, because there were some mentions of Earth. I think that there was actually one mention of Earth. someone said something about like the Earth that was. So it gives me the impression that, you know, this is in a galaxy that involves Earth, and something probably happened to Earth, maybe. I was mentioning at the start, I don't know who kissed the cross. I can't remember who that was. I don't know if it was Mal. I can't remember who it was at the beginning, but somebody kissed their cross during the war, which told me that there was some connection to Earth, just because I assume that if it's like purely a fictional world, then we would have different kinds of religions, and it seems like if you're kissing a cross, you probably subscribe to Christianity. They kept switching between English and some Chinese language. I don't know which language, like the subtitle just kept saying Chinese, so pardon my ignorance there. I'm really curious why. I'm sure there is an explanation for that, and hopefully as the show goes on, we will learn like why the two languages seem to be, it's not really that they're used interchangeably, because they're definitely speaking a lot more English than they are Chinese, but why do they keep saying phrases in Chinese? I'm very curious about it. I think that the dynamics and like the world building was really interesting. Like even the fact that they were like, oh, there's always a companion on ship or something like that. That seems really interesting. Honestly, overall, I feel like this episode just set up so much. And I'm still, I think, kind of processing every single thing that they threw at me. But there was a lot of really fascinating stuff happening. And so I'm curious to see where we take it from here on out. Luckily, I feel like I am following the story pretty well so far. I do sometimes get overwhelmed when you're watching a show that's especially like a sci-fi show that has a lot of characters and a lot of like different titles and a lot of, you know, in-universe rules that you have to sort of establish. Like I can get lost sometimes, but I mean, I'm not going to attribute it to solely me taking notes, but I think that the show definitely did do a pretty substantial job at making everything pretty understandable for a first-time viewer. So I am very curious going into the next episode. I truly, at this point, do not have any predictions for what is going to go down. I'm really, really curious, though, to meet the Reavers, because they kept mentioning them throughout this episode and like making them sound like the boogeyman essentially. And so I was kind of like, the way that Zoe made it sound was that if they make contact with the Reavers, then they're absolutely just going to have the worst experience of their lives. And there was kind of nothing that they could do to fight back against that. So like, I don't want everyone to die. I'm just very, very curious to like see who these people are and how they operate, and like learn more about why apparently they went crazy or whatever. I didn't know that the cargo that they were shipping or that they were transporting was like food. That's really interesting, because now it makes it seem like food is a rare commodity, and that is just what people are eating these days. I mean, we had that little scene of Kaylee eating the strawberry, and like, you know, strawberries in general, regardless of whether you're in a food shortage or not, are very tasty. So I didn't know how to interpret that scene of her like very much savoring it. But then you had the scene, I think, right after that with everybody eating a dinner with all of these, you know, vegetables and stuff like that, and seeming very, very grateful to have that meal. And also there was it Zoe and Wash who were talking about being able to like, after they sell the cargo, they'll be able to actually like get real food or something like that. So it seems like most people are eating the like food stuff, which yikes. It did not look tasty. It did not look tasty. So yeah, overall, I feel like this episode had a lot of really interesting world building in it, and I'm just really curious to keep like learning about this universe, learning about this galaxy, whatever you want to call it. And I think that they set things up really, really nicely, and I'm looking forward to getting into more of it. So I hope you guys will join me when I do, which should be next week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with me. As a reminder, we are about 2 months ahead on Patreon. If you guys would like to watch ahead, you can find me at patreon.com/shadowcatreacts. Thank you guys so much for watching this with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.